What is the scariest horror creature? Your votes for the scariest horror character now on the Brew.
Ooh, Halloween time's back, and it's time to watch some of the scary movies. And so, Joel, what's one of the most scariest horror creatures or monsters you think?
I don't know how old you guys are. I don't know if you grew up in the same time I did, but I don't know if you guys ever watched The Never-Ending Story. There's a wolf in that shit. That haunted me for years. And now, as an adult, I recommend you guys look up Bell Witch Haunting, which is a really creepy, credible account of a farm haunting a little bit less than 100, or maybe it's a little more than 100 years ago, but 100 years-ish. There's some really creepy shit that I think people should look into. This is the perfect season to do it. But yeah, when I was a kid, definitely that wolf from The Never-Ending Story,
Yeah, wow, I remember The Never-Ending Story. We used to watch that in kindergarten. They'd wheel the big TV out and everybody'd be like, yay, we're doing nothing today, we're watching TV. But that movie, it had a great soundtrack, The Never-Ending Story. You'd sing that all day long. That was great.
You know it. Yeah, and they made sequels. I just don't remember the sequels that well because I was a kid. But that one scene haunted me.
I know what scene you're totally saying. We don't have copyright to show that, but you're absolutely right. The sequel, by the way, I remember seeing that on like HBO or something when I was a little bit older, and it stunk, as most sequels usually do. Stick to the original. That's a good answer. I'm impressed by that. That you got me on that one. I did not expect that. Well, mine is definitely, I'm going to say Jigsaw from Saw. Those movies freak me out. It's pretty much if you get stuck in that room, you're done. You're going to get dismembered. You're going to get hurt. There's no way to win. And that guy doesn't care who you are. You're going to get tortured. So anybody's coming after you with some type of torturous device, and that's definitely it. Don't want anything to do with that. Or anything, you get some demons or satanic stuff in some of these other horror movies. But Jigsaw, whew, that's just it for me.
So the new one's out now. I'm trying to find someone I can go with, but it's not that you will always lose. It's that you're gonna lose something even if you win. That's the cool part. But he always targets people that deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely, and you said it perfectly. You're gonna lose even if you win. That's freaky. But you know who does win? Our viewers, because there's a whole stack of great answers here, and these are pretty good as to who you think the scariest horror creature is. Let's find out. Heather says Captain Spaulding, not Captain Stubing from the Love Boat. Here, date that. Munition Nick says Jonathan Quick. Rougher Guitar says me. No, Dennis. Tom says Jim Jordan. Oh, and Tybox says Pennywise. The first one, not the new one. Hey, speaking of remakes, Tybox here nailed it right, because I agree with him. It's the old school monster. That's the one you want to go with.
I'm going to go with the middle answer. The second, the remake of the movie. The second, not the newest the It 2 movie or whatever it's called, but the remake from the TV show. That was creepy. We went out to that in theaters, and I was there with a whole lot of people my age. We were like, this is a mind show, word redacted. It was creepy, especially when he pops out of the redacted. But there's no bad answer to that sequel. The TV series sequel. All those are creepy.
Yeah, that's something you definitely want to wake up and have in your bedroom in the middle of the night, huh? No.
Yeah. Won't get into it too much, but that's a good answer.
Yeah. More of your answers. Speaking of that, because Rolly Shooter says Michael Myers. Nick says Chucky. Ooh, that's good. Craig says Donald Trump, and now Craig is probably going to get sued. And Scooters McGavin had my favorite answer of the show, Moopsie. Joel, are we talking about Moopsie from Star Trek Lower Decks, the animated cartoon? I know you don't watch, and I know we can't really show it because of copyright, but I printed out a picture of Moopsie. Look, Moopsie looks like such a happy little creature, and then it jumps on your back and sucks your bones out through your back, and you die horribly, even though it's a little cute little thing. So it's literally one of Star Trek's most greatest underrated aliens ever came out just now. This damn thing is scary. If this thing shows up, you're instantly going to die horribly.
I know you guys are Star Trek nerds, but that sounds a lot worse than Chucky. I've never watched any of that shit, but yeah, I understand.
It is, because Star Trek usually with their aliens, they can get hard sometimes. This is the first time they actually really went crazy and gory, but make it cute for children. This thing is going to frighten children. Moopsie. I want a little t-shirt with it on. I think it'd be great. Moopsie. All right.
I think now.
They're probably making them anyhow. And finally, Starman says zombies. One bite and you're done. At least with other monsters, you have a slight chance. Not with zombies. Aliens would be second. Well, it depends what zombie movie it's from, because you get the old George Romero zombies, you can kind of outrun them.
So I just got this question this week, and I was like, I put it on my Instagram story. It's like, yeah, that's exactly right, Joe. What you just said, like the rules are all different for all the movies. But I got the question just out of the blue from someone who I hadn't talked to in a minute, and she was like, "Hey, if you're a zombie, like, what are your final wishes?" And I was like, "You ever see the end of Shaun of the Dead?" Like, not to spoil it, but well, actually to spoil it. One of the guys gets bitten, but they're still buddies, so they go down and he keeps them in the basement chained up so he can't bite them, and then they play video games. And I'm like, that's what I want. Hook me up. Give me some Super Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, something like that.
I promise if you ever get bit, I will do that to you. I will tie you up in the basement here and you can play Super Mario Brothers. Oh, you want? I'll get an NES down there for you. There's, as long as there's electricity.
You have to play it with me. You can chain me up on the side, but you have to play it against me, because I'm still people up in Smash Brothers even after I'm dead.
All right, I challenge you the original Mario Brothers. I can handle that one.
Okay. Hey, I like where this is going.
This sounds like a great web show idea. All right, let's get Joel bit by a zombie.
No, that's not the takeaway.
That's right. And you might find that if you click that like, subscribe button for all the big shows right here on the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. 4 shows waiting for you every week. Oh, well, one other thing I want to bring up about zombies, though, just how you said about different genres, because remember that movie World War Z? That was one of those movies I was excited for. I had the audio book, I had read parts of the book, I was like, wow, this is really cool. And those zombies are fast, and they multiply and stuff. And then I saw the actual movie, and they were so fake CGI that I actually wasn't scared. I was actually kind of rooting for the zombies in that movie. I was like, eat more people, because this is really ridiculous.
The video game keeps them kind of more on the book schedule than the video game schedule, if that makes sense. Or the movie, I mean. So I think, well, since you don't play video games, you don't know, but yeah, they kind of kept it real with it. I understand what you're saying, though. I definitely understand what you're saying. You've got to have that horror element.
Yeah, that movie was just a miss for me. I hate that too. You get excited about used to see something, and then it's like, man, this sucks. And I'm in the theater, so I can't leave. So, anyhow. But hey, don't leave us here. We want to see you each every week, so thanks for your great answers. Jersey Joe and I on the same. We'll see you next time, I hope.
Scary things to ask Alexa. See the creepy answers the Amazon Echo smart device has on an all-new Kicking Back with Jersey Joe.